everybody going? Welcome back to more NBA My Career Mode. Thank you guys for joining this video so far. Last episode we finally moved to Atlanta, and I think 2 games on the last episode, and we heard about the death of Freak's brother and a lot of that stuff. So just gonna shoot around, gonna just shoot around like basketball. I mean, we did our first win against Atlanta. Um, just gonna practice around. God.
Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale.
Wait a minute. Okay, go on. My overall is 55. Yeah. Okay, 2K Sports endorsement connections. Request trade. 2K Pro on my part. My career. I'm gonna boost something up. Okay, gonna boost that up. Just gonna add it up. Let's see. NBA ambition. Oh, this one the shooting things. Okay. My park and signature style. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Alright, so they got connections. I'm just going. No. I'm gonna go ahead and try this live practice thing right here and see how it goes. Alright, wait for it to load. Alright.
Welcome to Live Practice. This is where you can improve your skills on the court by earning attribute upgrades and valuable boosts for your next game. Complete the 2 scheduled drills and then feel free to shoot around with your teammates. Be sure to explore the gym for additional ways to earn extra rewards.
Okay. Well, that's okay then, so I can build some attributes. Oh, about to practice here.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
Boston top. The player with the ball has 5 seconds to score, starting from the top of the key. A basket is worth 1 point and is getting a defensive stop puts the defender on offensive and brings a third player on as the new defender. First to 5 points wins. Tip: use a jab step by flicking R left up and right to keep your defender off balance. I'm gonna let Neil take a turn. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it. God. Got another one. I'm trying to shoot him, but he just won't let me. I'm trying to shoot him. Alright, I think it's my turn. Yep, it's my turn to defend. Alright, Clover. Show you how I do. Take that. I guess I'm gonna win this one. This one's easy. Oh, got another one. This look easy. This is like an easy practice right here. Alright, 5, 4. Oh shit! Almost. Well, this practice looks easy. This practice. Neil. Alright. Got your ass back. Back to Clover again. Layup. And I won. Yep. I won this one. Gym bat rage progress. 50% temperament boost. Okay, dismiss. And why am my dude still dancing?
All right, guys, bring it in. We're gonna shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up.
Alright, late game situation drill. Your team will be placed in a late game situation, with your goal being to determine the best strategy and work together with your teammates to win the game. Fourth quarter, 50 seconds remaining, down by 4. Alright. Got personal foul. Are we the home or away? One of them. How am I? Damn. Okay, got turnover right there. Well, it's a shot right there. Come on, man. Up, my drill failed.
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room soon.
Hey, I'm right here, asshole. This is so hard. Get 5 shots in a row. You asshole. Yeah. Oops. Ball. Alright, got that in. Hey. Alright, I'm gonna finish this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Alright, so we got a match against Miami. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, you know, this guy Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, you know, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, dun, dun,
Shut
dun.
the fuck up,
Love you,
Shaq.
son. Congratulations.
I'm
One of the
I seen
warmest and fuzziest stories I've heard all season
Way to keep
long.
up with him his whole life.
John at the review.
Been working.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. They're ready for the tip. I've been working.
Alright, Atlanta Hawks versus Miami.
And here we are in South Beach. Good shot there of the Miami sign. Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against Orlando. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive.
We got the way over 85.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
And thank you, Doris.
And it doesn't really matter who starts a break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Okay.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Alright, the way. I gotta keep my eye on his
There's
ass.
1:47 left here in the first quarter.
Alright, wait. You're not going to my motherfucker.
Johnson against Scott. Moves back up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Dwayne Wade. Great showing for him last season. He was around 19 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a lead tonight.
and they've got to talk to each other on defense.
And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Scott's got his second bucket of the night. And the shot is long.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Teague, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Teague's got his first points of the night.
And after a furious run, now all of a sudden, they're in the lead.
They took their bumps and lumps earlier, guys, and dusted themselves off and are back at it, fighting hard.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The kick out to Dang. Feeds it to Johnson. Over to the wing. Outside Dragic. Another shot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
The Heat have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Teague. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Heat lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Back in this one.
And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, you can never practice enough. You know, even though I've been playing ball my whole life, I'm always finding ways to improve, putting up jumpers, working on defensive schemes. Our coaching staff helps us practice all kinds of game situations so that when the time comes, we'll be prepared.
You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys just take it to a...
Just a look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Smith. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Dang in for Winslow. And so in the game for the Hawks, Johnson, he's in at shooting guard. Kyle Korver is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Splitter, and it's Teague in at the 1 spot. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. He kicks to Johnson. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Scott, back to Teague, kicks it out to Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jeff
Let's go.
Teague.
Let's
Johnson's
go.
got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision
by
Jeff Teague out there.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Outside Dan. Now the dish to Wade. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Wade's got 10 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
What the fuck?
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. In the third spot, the Hawks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson attacking. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound, Atlanta.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Dragic against Teague. And he gets it to go.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The Heat with the lead. To the middle. Here's Dang. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Dang's got 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
There we go.
And the basket by Johnson. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wade against Johnson. Hickson a screen. Here's Dragic. Can't hit. And Atlanta will come the other way. Scott the pass to Teague. Now the feed to Johnson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to New York.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
T. A shot, no good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Heat out front, leading by 4. And we'll be back for the second half.
Alright, we're up in another chat room again.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. All right, you starters, I expect you guys to be nice and fresh in the second half. Bench really gave us some great production. Nice to see something from everybody out there. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays.
Joe Johnson. Use L2 to play graphics zone.
So it's Atlanta now. The lead is 2. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Screen by Smith. And it's Wade penetrating. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim. The Hawks leading by 4. And here is Teague. He has 6. It's stolen by Hickson. Wade outside. 1:12 left in the 3rd quarter. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. And so it's Miami winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris...
Man, pour my ass.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Chris Bosh. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
Chris Bosh came to play tonight, guys, and that's a frightening prospect for an opposing team. Because
and that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. For me,
got 11.
Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
First loss. off day. Phenomenal flowing due by November 7th. Well, let's try that. Congratulations, your contract with the Phenomenal Flowing has been completed. Rewards 75. What just happened? Well, let's move on to the next, I guess, is Miami.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Last outing for the Hawks, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Heat in Miami. After splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. All right, guys, topic of the day. There was a stat that came out that was really interesting. Until last season, every NBA Finals in the last 15 years included either Duncan, Kobe, or Wade. Kenny, do you think Wade's impact on the NBA has gone underrated?
I think it has. I would
skip this one. It's going straight to the game. Alright, back in Atlanta, y'all.
On the road, looking for a win against the Eastern Conference rival. The Miami Heat are ready to get this thing started. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. And there's certain to be some disappointment because of the injury to Justice Winslow.
Kevin, you could tell when he went down in the last game that it wasn't good. And that news just...
Joe Johnson again.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Heat.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Off the screen. No good. Korver with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading by 8. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. After taking the first matchup with them, he wants his team to be even more assertive on the offensive end. He told me, I feel we can have our way on offense. Get them into matchups that they don't like and find points that way. It's what helped in our first meeting. Let's see if they can do it again here, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan centered around their offense. It sounds...
Yeah, you know what? I think it's the right approach for this game. I mean, if they can get off to a good start offensively, everything else should come together.
Well, what happens if they don't get off to a fast start? I mean, they'll be scrambling looking for answers. We'll see if that approach works for them.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you can actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Scott kicks the tee. 5 to shoot, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
It's Bosch with the drive, drilled from 11 feet out. Bosch has got his second bucket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
T kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. That's good.
Really, the defense has helped.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's T. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Korver, good.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Outside Dragic. Lets the three fly. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question. I mean, it's a really difficult road to navigate, the loss of a loved one or a close friend. And sometimes
that could be Wade again.
Fifth, and it's Dang in for Johnson. The Heat trail by 3. Johnson, he's in at shooting guard. Kyle Korver is out there with Scott. Then there's Teague, and it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Wade makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
he got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
It's stolen by Dragic. He dishes it to Bosch. Dang kicks to Bosch. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic the pass to Bosch. Shot clock at 5. The baseline jam. Wade misses.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
On the wing, Scott. Hickson covering. Johnson against Dragic. Goes up at the stripe. The shot no good. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. 1:25 left to play here in the half. Here's Wade, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
We've seen D. Wade getting it done. 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Teague against Dragic. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Here's Wade, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 14 points for Dwayne Wade.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
To the right side. Pocket 6. Got a piece of it. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. The Heat leading by 3. Wade on the wing. Wide open. Buries the jump shot. Wade's got 16 points.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Dragic against T. Scott with a screen on Dragic. T dishes to Johnson. Offensive rebound. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Do not want it. Do not.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there. The top thing for me has been that